Mm, mm, mm. So I'm at work currently. I'm one of them people that like to put my earbuds in, and when I'm at work, just just like talking to somebody when you're not talking to nobody. Staying to yourself or whatever. Man, on my YouTube, all I'm seeing, I don't know how I got in this algorithm, is people that quit their 9 to 5 job, or people that can't work a 9 to 5 job, and then you got the people that are saying that they can't get a 9 to 5 job, or they're not making enough money to do anything, or they struggling. So, I mean, I guess in a sense, it's like I'm projecting it onto myself, but I kind of feel the same way, but I don't at the same time. So, I just came to give you my OG breakdown. 42 years old, done it all, seen it all. But the crazy thing about it is, it's like a bunch of young people. They're saying this, and I think it's kind of funny. It's not funny because I got kids, but it's funny because I know, and I'm a dad, so just stuff that is like what your parents always told you or should have told you, but or stuff that they tell you that you really don't pay attention to when you're young. Basically, yeah, we're fucked. If you guys don't know, you are fucked. Yeah, you got to be born into money. You got to know somebody. The credit thing is real. It's not a trap. It's not a matrix. It's not a game. But there are strategies that you have to use to be successful. That's just it. That's just it. Look, when I didn't have my kids with me, I was almost to the point. I done did the living in the car. I done did the storage shed. I done did the tent. I done did the living with somebody. I done did the marriage for 17 years, wife, 3 kids, and a dog and the fence. I done did that. I done did the girlfriend. I've done everything. I done worked 2 jobs. I done worked 3 jobs. I done worked for myself. Yeah, it really never changes. You got to get up. You got to work. Young men, you got to use your hands. You got to study. You got to research. You got to get in the field when you're in your early 20s. You build that experience up. You build that up, and you stay in that field, or you diversify yourself in different aspects of that field. So when you do put that resume in, and you get to establishing relationships and with people that you would have never met if you were not in that field, and you stayed close to that field, that's going to be the breadwinner. Everybody got to have a go-to. You got to have you a good paying go-to. And good paying now, like they say, inflation is so high, but it's always been high. It's never been cheap to live, really, because either the cost of living goes up and the pay stays the same, or the cost of living is cheap, but the minimum wage ain't really all that. So you either rich or you ain't. There's a middle class, but middle class has always been poor. If you can't touch $1,000, you probably won't touch $1,000 unless it's on payday. If you can't touch $10,000, you probably won't touch $10,000 unless you got $10,000. You feel me? And if you do, what you gonna do with it? I asked this question that a lot of people I see that I talk to try to get to know where they stand. If I handed you $100,000 right now, tax-free, what would you do? You got to ask yourself that question. And the correct answer is, well, first of all, you're not rich. Second of all, you're not going to flip it. I don't care what you buy. You're not going to flip it, and that doesn't make you rich. Are you going to still go to work every day? You know what I mean? Are you going to quit your job? It's different answers. I will say that it is different answers for everybody, and different people are mature enough to have different aspects of that. I used to say when I was younger, hell, if I hit a lottery, I'm gonna still work. Now, if I hit somebody hand me a hundred grand, I might not come to work tomorrow because I know what to do and I know how to make that money last. You know what I'm saying? I know how to use the money to set myself up to where I can wiggle now. I can move around. I can do certain things. I know what to buy that's gonna make me money. I know what to do that's a waste of time and a waste of money now. 10 years ago, I might have kept working just to hold on to the money and blow the money that I was making. You see what I'm saying? And still went to work every day, but then just acted a fool when I got off work, and whatever I spent or whatever I made that day, I'll just blow that. But that don't really make sense, though, do it? Some people with a lower maturity level, they might go buy a house or go buy a car. Somebody might buy a cheap house. Somebody might buy a cheap car. Somebody may, start breeding dogs, breeding rats, breeding mice. You know what I'm saying? You never know. It's also different ways to make money and learn how to make money too. You gotta watch people. Another thing I learned: people working for corporations, when they having these meetings and PowerPoints and presentations and laying people off of stuff and business goals and ventures, you got to be paying attention, and you just got to apply that stuff to yourself. Apply everything that they teaching you to yourself, because all these jobs doing now, they're turning real life into a PowerPoint and using it at work, but it's really stuff that you already know or that you already should know, but they just applying it to the job. Yes, it's long, yes, it's boring, but sad to say, the hiring pool is not, it's flooded, but I think it's hard for a certain type of job to hire a certain type of person that will do a good job at that job, or that wants to do a good job at that job. All right, OG status. I'm upload this. I'm holler at y'all. I'll be back.